Hi, this is Grammy from Grammy and Grandpa Read, and today I have a book for you. It's a Minnie and Moo book, which I think are so funny. This one's called Minnie and Moo, Wanted, Dead or Alive, and it is written by Denys Cazet. Number 1, Farmer Trouble. Moo ran past the old oak tree. She ran past Minnie and flopped onto a chair. Oh my, she muttered. What to do, what to do? What's the matter? Asked Minnie. Farmer trouble, said Moo. Mr. and Mrs. Farmer don't have enough money to pay their bills. Relax, said Minnie. Minnie, said Moo. The farmer has no money. This makes him sad. He'll get sadder and sadder. He'll never leave the house. The crops will go bad. A dust storm will blow away the barn. A flood will wash away the farm. The town will be washed away. We'll all be washed away. Moo looked at Minnie sadly. I never learned to swim, she said. Moo, said Minnie. Will you stop? There isn't going to be a flood and... Wait, said Moo. I'm having a thought. Minnie rolled her eyes. Trouble, she muttered. I see a bank, said Moo. I see piles of money. It's extra. We'll ask them for some. Moo, said Minnie. We're cows. How are we going to get to the bank to give money to a cow? Oh, how are you going to get to the bank to give money to a cow? I'll write them a note, said Moo. The plan. Minnie followed Moo into the barn. Moo opened an old trunk. Here, she said, put these on. Moo, said Minnie, this is a suit and tie. The richer we look, said Moo, the more money they'll give us. Moo handed Minnie a hat and a pair of sunglasses. And the bank is on the other side of town, said Minnie. How are we going to get there? We'll borrow the farmer's tractor, said Moo, looking around the barn. But Moo, said Minnie, Suitcase, said Moo. We need something to carry the money in. Minnie looked behind the trunk. What about this? She asked. A violin case, said Moo. Perfect. 3, wanted. Moo parked the tractor. They walked into the bank. Good morning, said a woman. She put some money in her purse. See, said Moo, when you need money, you just go to the bank. Look at those posters, said Minnie. Those people are wanted. Of course, said Moo. They are favorite bank shoppers. Remember when the market named Mrs. Wilkerson Shopper of the Year? They put her picture up. But Moo, said Minnie. Look at the poster. The Bazooka Sisters don't look like shoppers of the year. See? It says they're wanted, dead or alive. And look at them, said Minnie. They look just like us. Moo sighed. Minnie, don't you see? The bank just wants people to feel good about themselves, even if you're dead, said Moo. It's nice to know you're still wanted. The note. Moo walked over to the table. Now we write the note, said Moo. What will it say? Minnie asked. It will say, please, said Moo. When you ask a bank for money, it's important to be polite. Moo wrote the note. Dear bank person, fill this case with money. Thank you. There, said Moo. Now we have to wait in line. When it was their turn, Moo gave the nice man the note. He looked at it carefully. He looked at Minnie and Moo. He looked at the wanted posters. Oh, no, he said. He gave the note to the manager. Good afternoon, said the manager. I'm Mr. Prunes. How may I help you? She stopped. She looked at Minnie and Moo. It's the Bazooka Sisters, she yelled. Everyone put their hands up. What are they doing? Minnie asked. They're being polite, said Moo. It's called customer service. Minnie held up her arms. She held up the violin case. Oh, everyone gasped. Don't make any sudden moves, whispered Mrs. Prunes. There could be a bazooka in there. Minnie opened the violin case. Look, someone whispered. The case is empty. Shall I call the police? Mrs. Prunes looked at Minnie. Minnie smiled. She reached under her coat. Oh, moaned Mrs. Prunes. She's reaching for a bazooka. Quick, cried Mrs. Prunes. Fill up the case with money. Minnie took out her handkerchief and blew her nose. The great escape. Minnie put the violin case on the seat of the tractor. Moo waved to the nice people at the bank as they drove away. What a beautiful day, said Moo. Moo, said Minnie, I hear a siren. There must be a fire, said Moo. Moo, said Minnie, I see flashing lights. There must be fire trucks, said Moo. We had better get out of the way. They're getting closer, said Minnie. Moo pulled off the road. We'll take a shortcut through the Mr. Wilkerson's cornfield, she said. I hear shooting, said Minnie. Hunting season, said Moo. Oh, Moo, hurry, said Minnie. I don't like being away from the farm during hunting season. Moo stepped on the gas. Number 7, the police. Moo parked the tractor. Minnie put the money on the farmer's back porch. They walked back to the barn. Sirens wailed louder and louder. The farmer and his wife, Millie, stepped out onto the porch. The police cars roared into the yard. The police chief and Mrs. Prunes jumped out of the car. The Bazooka sisters just robbed the bank, shouted the chief. What? Said the farmer. They used your tractor, said Mrs. Prunes. They took a shortcut through Mr. Wilkerson's cornfield. Millie saw the violin case. Why, that looks like my old... Oh, yelled Mrs. Prunes. She grabbed the violin case and hugged it tightly. You saved my beautiful money. Come on, said the chief. The Bazooka sisters are on foot. We can still catch them. Wait, shouted Mrs. Prunes. She opened the violin case and gave the farmer $1. Your reward, she said, and jumped back into the car. Number 8, the reward. The farmer looked at the money. He looked at Millie. This morning, he said, when we were paying our bills, we were behind by 35 cents. Now we're ahead by 65 cents. Doesn't that seem a bit odd? Now, John, said Millie, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. The farmer looked at the tractor. He looked at the 2 cows sitting under the old oak tree. I wasn't thinking about horses, said the farmer. Millie looked at the 2 cows. Oh, John, she said, you're not going to blame those cows again. Millie, those 2... John, said Millie, cows don't drive tractors. Cows don't rob banks. Cows are just cows. If they're just cows, said the farmer, why are they wearing sunglasses? Uh-oh, Minnie and Moo robbed the bank. But they didn't realize that they were robbing the bank. I think that's very silly. I hope that you like this book. Please subscribe to our channel and like the video.